We've seen spy shots, renders, and even basically the actual pictures of the car, but now we are finally getting to see video footage of the brand new Lamborghini Revuelto. So no surprises, this car looks an awful lot like the car that we saw in the photos that were supposed to be the leaked photos of this car, because they were. And we can see a ton of features that we noticed from that leaked photo in this brand new car. The Y shape at the front, those thruster rear exhausts, and that new rear deck lid. And this brings me to a really interesting observation of this new car. This Lamborghini is like an Aventador but brought up to 11 with loads of influences from loads of other cars. The engine bay now is just, the engine's just on its own, it's on open, just like in the Bugatti Veyron. And then you've got those little vents either side of it, just like a Veyron. The horsepower, 1001 horsepower, basically just like a Veyron. 0 to 60, 2.5 seconds, just like a Veyron. But it's actually going to be faster because now they've got an 8-speed dual clutch gearbox in this brand new Lamborghini Revuelto. How have they done this? They have actually mounted it at the rear transversely, just like in cars like the Miura, but also the SCV12, which this car, you can also see a lot of SCV12 in the design of this car, especially towards the rear. It's looking like an absolutely beautiful replacement for the Aventador. And on top of that, this is of course the first hybrid Lamborghini to go into production. That means you're going to get 10 miles of electric only range. This will be the first silent Lamborghini, and it will have 180 horsepower during that electric time period. And then of course you bring it up all the way to the top 1000 horsepower. You've got a brand new monocoque chassis on this car that is, I think, 10% lighter and 25% stiffer. That brings more carbon into the front of this car structure, whereas the original Aventador was just carbon monocoque around the cockpit of the car. So there is a whole load of brand new innovations in this thing. And something as well that we've got to see on this brand new car is of course the interior. Now I think the interior draws a lot of influence kind of from McLaren's. If you look at the new interior of the brand new McLaren Artura, on the inside, the kind of center console area, no longer do you have that kind of fighter jet look. It's more practical, which is great. It's good to see Lamborghini being more grown up, but I kind of do like that fighter jet feel. One thing though that does bring back the fighter jet feel is this new steering wheel. Now it kind of draws a little bit of inspiration, I guess, from Ferraris. Reminds me a little bit of the Ford GT steering wheel. You got all sorts of driving modes, you got EV modes, you now have City as an option, so you've got like City, you've got Strada, Sport, Corsa, all of these various drive modes, and of course City is just for using like electric and stuff. I'm sorry that I'm rattling through this car so quickly. I want to get all the kind of main features of it out to you guys as quickly as possible because this car has just been released. And we're going to be seeing it in Italy on May 28th, which is going to be for the 60th anniversary of Lamborghini. We're going to go to that gathering and hopefully get some amazing content of this car and potentially any other new Lamborghinis during this 60th anniversary year. But yeah, what do we think, guys? The design is beautiful. I thought it was actually going to be a bit more cluttered than this, but seeing it in person, well, not in person, but seeing it in videos, it just looks gorgeous, especially the rear end. It's a bit more elongated, just like that SCV12. We're seeing a lot of cyan influence on the side vents, and even little bits of like Lamborghini Countach and stuff at the front. If you want to hear a little bit more about the design of this car, you can go back to my video of the leaked images. But I just thought I'd get some cool little pointers about this car out there right now. Also, aero. Aero is a big thing in this car. 66% more downforce, which is ridiculous. So I think it's fair to say Lamborghini with the Aventador, they started going more handling oriented, then acceleration, and then top speed. And we can see that in this car. The handling with all that extra downforce, 66% more downforce than the Aventador. 0 to 60, 2.5 seconds, so a bit faster than the Aventador to 60. But then top speed is about 217 miles an hour, which is basically the same as the Aventador. So yeah, what do we think of this brand new Lamborghini Revuelto? I'm very excited for it. The final ever Lamborghini V12. Let's go, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.